Welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me again. Once again, we're at the Janis piece, and it's finally finished and done. You guys know how much I love my coffee. Taster's choice as always. Okay, now it's completed. As you can see, the background is completely done. I actually like the way the psychedelic turned out, and that's done in acrylic paint. And no mixing. Actually, I bought the color I needed because, as you know, acrylic paint dries really fast. So I just wanted to get to the color I needed, and I found it. The only time I changed a little bit with the blending to add to make the color I wanted was inside of the circle, but that's it. But the overall giant size painting, I kept it basic with acrylic paint, and I just layered it down nicely. As you can see, all the edges now are filled in how they were before, with the pastels just looking like they didn't mesh, but now it's blended in. And I'll give you a zoom of that as well. I'll zoom in and show you what that looks like. The hair color came out really, really well. Before, I didn't have this kind of like purplish, pinkish looking thing around here. I didn't have that. But doing the research of the picture, the actual picture I got it from, it looked like this was costume jewelry. And when I say costume jewelry, that's stuff that they wear in their hair. So I wanted to add that in. Some pictures had it, some pictures didn't, but I really liked the way it looked in one of them. And I said, you know what, I could do it, just a little hint of it and make it look. So this is her original hair, as you could see. And then I have it. And once again, I'll give you guys a zoom. Now, also what I did really cool was the jewelry. I added puff paint, and I'll zoom in and show you that as well. And I love the way it glitters and nice. Along with the frills on the side, I added some glitter paint up here and up here and up here and up here. So all the glitter paint, as I was doing it, I added it tastefully. Not too much to take away from the original drawing, not too much to make your eye go there, but a hint of it to make you see that, you know what, it looks nice, the reflective good looks really nice. And that's why it was really important for me with the jewelry, because I wanted it to lift off the canvas as well. I really wanted it to lift off of it and give you a sense of 3D, a sense of feeling to it. Now, and doing that, it did that with the ring as well. Just certain areas. Like I said, don't overdo it if you're going to do something like this. Don't overdo it. Again, don't overdo it to cover up your drawing and cover up what you did with the pastels. Just little hints of it. It's not every drawing I do it like this, but because of the time and who she was, it complemented the drawing really well. Also up here in the glasses, not all the area of the circle of the glasses, I did hints of it. Around here, I did hints of it. So really, really came out well with that. And this paint color, let me tell you, it's a turquoise, but acrylic paint, that color, the reason I'm mentioning it to it, if you work with it, it's going to take you a couple of coats, because that's at least 4 to 5 coats to get it to look like what it's supposed to look like. Because when you put it on, if you like that color, when you put it on, it comes out a little thin. And then you can still see the canvas underneath, thin. You can still see it. And then I just kept on doing it. And then finally the color showed up after it dried for a while. So again, that's important. And don't forget, underneath here, I gessoed the board before I painted the acrylic. So I gessoed it, drew the design, put the first layer down as you see in my other videos, and then I went and cleaned it up and made it fresh. Okay, so that was very important. Now the surprise I have in here, I'm gonna zoom in, but I made it a reflective, like if she was looking at Jimi Hendrix and Jim Morrison. And I'll zoom in and show you what that is. I'm really proud of that because it came up better than I thought it would. But I really like the way that because I wanted it was for the 27 Club. And like I said, I think I said it in my previous videos, all the celebrities or musicians that died at the age of 27. And I just didn't want it to be her with her eyes. I wanted to make something different. So I added Jimi Hendrix and Jim Morrison in it, which is really cool. I'll zoom in and show you that. And then the glasses, as I mentioned earlier. Okay, so that was another thing I really wanted to emphasize. And that was the surprise I was telling you all this time. I'll zoom in and show it to you and my friend. Now you're going to get a chance to see it because now it's cleaned up and it looks really, really good. I also like the puff paints. This is the first time I did it with my signature down here. I obviously drew my signature out, my signature. And then after I went over with the puff paint, and I very fine-tuned painted the puff paint over it, and it came lifted a bit off, like the jewelry, it lifted off the canvas, and it really, really came out well, and I'm proud of that too. I don't think I'll be doing it often. It's like I said, it's depending on the piece, and obviously, and the subject. It depends on the subject, so you have to choose that wisely, and it's your preference. But like I said, for me, if you overdo it, it takes away from the original. It's just overkill, and you don't need overkill. You need subtleties a bit. Also, another thing, she has this kind of like knitted vest on right here, and you can't really see, but again, I'll zoom in to show it to you. And I put a little bit of the puff paint on the color just to lift it up a bit, and that came out really, really, really well. So, once again, this is it. This is off to a gallery, AV Gallery in Las Vegas. I'm excited for it to get there, and our customer will be happy. Better be happy. So, again, any questions, please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification button. I'm making these videos on the regular now. I'm going to move on to my next project. I'm also going to start a podcast, hopefully soon. That'll take some time, but I am looking into that. But I'm really happy with the end results, and I'm hoping you guys like it as well. All right. And once again, I'm going to, you'll see it. I'll zoom in and show you exactly what I was talking about so you get an understanding. And if you have any questions, just email me, DM me, and I'll answer all of them. Oh, one more thing. Somebody wanted to know how did I know? Somebody asked me about the tone of her skin. Well, when you get an actual drawing or photograph of a subject, right? There's imperfections in the photograph. So I usually like to put it into Photoshop, clean it up, make it look the way I know, take out what's not supposed to be there, make the lighting better, and then I'll redraw it onto my canvas. So that's how that came about. And that tone is actually her skin color doing research, because a lot of her pictures were black and white. But I really did some digging to find it exactly what it's supposed to look like. And when I found one that was more on the realistic level and realistically how she probably had that skin tone, and I watched the documentary, I decided to do it like that. Okay? So, once again, all done. I'm hoping you really like it, and I'll make sure I get those close-ups to you and enjoy. All right? This is Antoine Christopher signing off. My coffee in hand, and looking forward to the next episode. Thank you.